A lot of these boys lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look through light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down is Locke. They stoop and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Barnett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Locke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Luck now on second down. Flush to his right. Past the 20. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Out of the gun, Luck. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gun!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taylor Gabriel, 42 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Derek Barnett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On first down, Luck to Michelle on the screen. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown, 74 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The 20, and now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. On 1st down, it's long. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now look at this.
They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. From the end zone, Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now Marshall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw on second down is Locke. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Now, Barney! Leopard!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Fights through at the 5. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Marshall. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Keith Marshall, 47 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Out to his left. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They're going to go. It's Luck. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Go.
On second down, here's Locke. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's a give to Richard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Richard. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's Locke. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He gets it to Brown, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They are going for it. It's Locke. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here's Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run with Marshall. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taylor Gabriel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Luck, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
To throw is Luck. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Now a handoff to Richard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. This is Richard. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A good solid gain there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On second down, Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! 4 down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. After the interception, it's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On the ground, Richard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Richard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
674. Go.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Brashad Perriman off to the races. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brashad Perriman, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now Locke. Pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a first down throw. Luck steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run again with Logan. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He's got it at the 15. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They run with Logan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way out.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Niners on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.